What's going on, YouTube? Zach is back, bringing another Pokemon Unite replay commentary, this time featuring a Pokemon that I played on the channel before, but not in a long time, that being DARKRAI. It wasn't recent, but they did buff him in the last patch, or either the last patch or before. They buffed, I never remember the name of the move, but the one where you go underground, it's like whack-a-mole. That's my favorite move, and they buffed it, and so I was really, really happy to play it this game. And I'm really, really happy that you're here, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. I really appreciate it. With that said, let's get into it. I've talked about mid before in general on DARKRAI in my other video, of course. This time I'm not going to fuck up anything early on, and I'm actually going to get a good farm rotation. Oh wait, no, I do fuck up this one. That's right. Nice. I always fuck up, don't I? That's okay. Don't miss that. It'll make your farm slower. Because now I need an extra hypnosis to get through jungle. And their guy will not. But that's just life sometimes. Nonetheless, in general, things I like about DARKRAI in games like this is having an intangible move against their lineup is really, really strong. You just dodge DPS to reposition yourself against their scary melee frontliners. And on top of that, the slows you get and the sleep really helps against all the Pokemon that want to go in. They have 3 different all-rounders. DARKRAI is going to be huge this game for pressuring them, making it so they have to play really awkwardly in fights. Hopefully, that's the idea anyway. Seeing him walk up, I decided to wait a little while before I show myself. That way I can expose his position. And yep, sure enough, we get a nice pick here, right? Not quite. Yeah, unfortunately here, my teammates not really being there in time means that I kind of get picked apart and have to back off a little sooner than I would like. But after I get a berry, I'm a little stronger and able to walk up again. That said, I do not want to die, so I'm going to play my distance and let my Buzzful do most of the work there. I'll steal their farm a little bit before I head out. And I did ping here, let my teammates know I'm going back to mid. Seeing that guy doing it, the Natu's there, made me want to look at him, but he has a lot more health than I do, and he's higher level as well. And he kind of realizes this as well and thinks he's stronger. So what he's going to do here is try to gank me and steal my farm, right? But his move misses, and I'm able to get him with the slow and the sleep. And I use the bush here as well as the wild Pokemon to punish his position and basically force him into a situation where he has to walk into a bush to hit me, where I don't have to walk into a bush to hit him. And I'm able to manipulate his position that way, and it's really helpful for getting KOs like that. Bushes are very, very useful. Sadly, depending on your perspective, or thankfully if you're like me, there's going to be less bushes now thanks to the fact that we are back to Groudon. Obviously, this is a Kyogre map game, because I've played a lot of games from the old map, and I'm still going to have some up. And you can see there, the Secure is really, really good with that move. That I still don't remember the name of. Phantom Force, that's it. The Secure of Phantom Force is really, really good. It's a long-range nuke that gives you, like, several circles to pop out of, so you can pick whichever one lines up best with where you want to be hitting. Is that my cat? Kibo, come here. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. Leave a like if you like Kibo. Kibo, come up. Say hi to the people. Whoop. Come up, buddy. There you go. Hey, buddy. Here I'm going to get this with Buzzle just to make sure we get it. I don't want Mimikyu coming and stealing it or anything like that. Once it's low enough and I'm not convinced they're going to come steal it, I decide to back off. Of course, he is planning on scoring as soon as we're all gone. It's only 15 though, so I'm really not worried about it at all, the mid laner. And more importantly, I have my mid rotation to do. I also have ult, so I want to be getting bottom soon, ideally, but I don't want the Mimikyu to steal my farm, so I think I am going to linger and do it here while this fight's going on. It's a big fight down there, but getting this guy's really nice too. I sort of read where he was going to walk away there and got him. And it was a pretty easy KO there. He has quite the level. I have quite the level lead on him. He's very bad on levels compared to me. Makes it rough to be able to contest an enemy mid laner, especially one like DARKRAI, who's very, very good in 1v1s. Meanwhile, the team fight down here has gone well for my team. They've done well without me, thankfully. We managed to even knock out the gold pad, and we're going to get this lucky now. And I still have my ult, right? So I can easily push this with my teammates if they want to. So my goal here is get this ASAP, and then maybe we can look at pushing. One of DARKRAI's weaknesses in terms of objectives is that he doesn't really rip very quickly, but the Secure is really, really nice still. And actually, his damage isn't bad. He's not like good, consistent damage, but he's still got good burst to where you can reasonably do an objective in a decent amount of time. You can see here the AoE spread of Dark Pulse there is really, really nice. We're hitting all of them on their pad. I did miss my Phantom Force there, but able to get up the next one very, very nicely. And yeah, they're pretty much smoked at this point on the map. As you can see, it was a very, very strong lead, even from the early part of the game. Mimikyu's doing something that I talked about in other videos before, which is kind of smart. If you're behind and you can't fight the enemy team directly, sometimes the best way to fight them is to steal their farm where they don't want to be right now, and then generate an advantage later on by being able to take team fights and kill them. Of course, being as squishy as I am, I don't want to take an aggressive pathing at all, so I'm going to let my teammates engage first before I move in, at which point I will ult the Cinderace, and this is a pretty easy KO. Not really much to say, except that Cinderace cannot hold his own against Darkrai and Darkrai's ult, and I use that to my advantage. Along with a nice triple, another secure off of Phantom Force. I saw Mimiky go in that bush, so I got away very, very quickly behind my teammates. I want them to be shadow sneaked before I am. And again, you know, I don't have a really good rip, but the burst is good enough where I'm willing to help this objective a little before I go back home, heal up, do my jungle, and then go bottom. And you can see on the map, actually, sort of why what I was saying earlier is true, in that they want to be avoiding us and fight us in the late game. They have a lot of farm on their side, so if they consistently do their farm, even if they're missing objectives, they can relatively keep up on levels and still contest Kyogre. And the map's not getting much worse for them at this point. I mean, they already lost a ton of gold pads. They only have one more they can lose outside their base, so really, they can bring this one back. It's just a matter of getting Kyogre and playing as a team and not getting caught out in solo positions and punishing us for getting caught out in solo positions. Example one was the Snorlax a second ago. Not me this time, though. Instead, I'm just going to zone with my Dark Void, make sure I'm not getting gone on first, like I said before, and I'm able to make use of the range of my moves, as well as the damage dodging ability of Phantom Force. I missed the Dark Void on him because he used Feint, so he's going to be able to live, unfortunately. But with Snorlax hitting those, and us hitting these, we're securing a lot of the farm on the map they can't really afford to be doing right now because they have this Lucky to contest. It's one of the nice things about Lucky, actually. It's kind of deceptive in a lot of ways. Oh, died there. That wasn't great. But one of the nice things about Lucky in a lot of ways is that it forces the enemy team to be in a certain space for a certain amount of time. And it means that you can farm elsewhere, or do other objectives, or do other things while they're forced there. Me dying there is really bad. It gives them a lot of levels, and it, again, allows them a chance to catch up and get back in this game. So my goal is, as I'm watching the Suicune escape, oh man, get out of there, buddy. Yeah, he's fine, he's fine. But I'm just going to farm my mid, make sure I have my ult, make sure I have 14 in my buffs, and be ready for Kyogre when it's up. That is their one ticket back into this game, so my goal is to make sure either they can't get it or we get it. Snorlax is playing very, very aggressively throughout this whole game, which is not ideal, honestly. I'd really rather we play with the team. But he dies soon enough where he's going to be back in time for Kyogre, so it's not the worst thing in the world. We do have time up here to be able to contest the objective. Psyduck is defending the bottom for Mimikyu and now Cinderace. But we're able to get it since they have fewer people in the area, and we were there first. So at this point, it's just a matter of playing through mid. Psyduck is still holding just fine down here. He ate the berries, I think, is why he's full again. He's playing smart. I like it. I will try to do the same. I'm just going to play my distance. I don't want to get caught out in any stupid ways. I'm willing to ult if it's a good engage, but I don't want to ult unless I'm confident I can get something out of it. That was a really huge Ceruledge ult here, which is really good for them. But I ult him right away when he's low, make sure that he can't get anything off of his buff. He's forced to fight me only, and obviously I'm able to outfox him there. My teammates clean up the rest of the fight, leaving them just with Mimikyu, who is not going to be able to get here on time, I do not think, to be able to contest us. And if he tries to, sick play you do here is you block the Shadow Sneak. You just predict his angle where he's going to be, and you stand where he can't get to you. Got the secure there with my thing again. Even if they were there, I would have been able to get it as well. But we didn't even need to block the Shadow Sneak. They were so slow getting there that now we're just going to go and score a bunch of points. Fast forward through this part just to get us to the end a little sooner. Since it is, you know, a one game. Hopefully you saw sort of how I like to zone with Darkrai, how I like to play the fridges of fights and sort of insert myself like a scalpel. Dark Void is really, really good because when it debuffs someone, now they're sort of obliged to stay away from you as much as possible. So if you can pressure them or force them to fight you, it's really, really good. And obviously, Phantom Force and your ult both help with that tremendously. I was not able to finish him off, unfortunately, but we're able to get him afterward. Not like it matters, of course, but it's still just fun. And yeah, it's a very, very dominant Darkrai game. I think it shows why I like the Pokemon, what I like about the Pokemon. And yeah, I want to thank you all again so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitch in the description below to watch when I'm going live. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow night if you're watching this the day it comes out. Anything else? I don't really think so. That's kind of it. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you would like me to do in future videos, what you would like me to do differently, what you liked about this. Subscribe for more content like this. And I don't really have a lot else. Thank you all for being here. And yeah, see you next time. Peace.